Hey everybody, greetings from Costa Rica. So I've been getting a lot of requests for people to let them know how I'm doing on my water-only fast. So here you go. I'm on day 20 and I started in December of last year, so end of December. Probably going to go all the way through January now. I originally signed up for 14 days. With about 3 days of refeeding, and then I extended it to 21, and now I'm going to extend it all the way through the month of January. A few more days to go. So a lot of people are probably asking themselves, like, Lindsey, like, why are you doing this? It's a little intense, isn't it? You sure are getting skinny. You're losing muscle mass. What else could people be saying? This can't be healthy for you. All these concepts, all these ideas that are simply not true. This is probably the healthiest thing that I could ever do, or any of us could ever do. You got to do it right, though, because if you don't, you can damage your body. So, but these people who say this have usually never fasted. They are at least long-term fasted. They may have fasted for intermittent fasting, but they don't understand true fasting. And these people who say this also must be pretty smart. It means they know more than Jesus Christ. They know more than Mahatma Gandhi. They know more than Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine. They know more than Rumi, the famous poet. All these people have fasted, and fasted a lot longer than I am. They know more than Benjamin Franklin, who is a big believer in fasting. They know more than Plato. Plato said, I fast for greater physical and mental efficiency. They know more than the famous physician, U.S. physician, Dr. John Tilden. So, and they know more than all the cultures around the world. They know more than all the religious people, all the saints, all the sages, all the people who've been fasting since the beginning of time. So, I don't think so. So, let's talk about what I've experienced, because it's been absolutely fascinating. So, the first 3 or 4 days, typical, coated tongue, pimples breaking out on my chest and my back. I would get, headachy, just gurgling in the stomach, just the typical symptoms. But about day 4.5, 5, that's when everything started to change. That's when I felt my body internally actually start to heal itself. It felt like an army of Pac-Men that were going around the damaged parts of my body and were actually healing it with the blood. It's fascinating. Here's how I can explain it. Have you ever been using a hammer and a nail and you miss the nail and you hit your finger, your thumb or your finger with the hammer? Or have you ever closed a door, boom, caught your finger on the door, and then boom, pain comes in? What's the first thing that happens after the pain? Throbbing. What's the throbbing? Blood. What does blood do? Heals. That's what's happening. That throbbing feeling is the healing. That's what I've been feeling in my body, and it's fascinating. So I'll give you an example. My parents both smoked. They smoked when I was conceived. They smoked when I was a youth. They smoked in the car with the windows up. They smoked in the house. They were heavy smokers. So it's fair to say that I probably have genetically weak, inherently weak, and damaged lungs, right? There's no question about it. I didn't expect this, but about day 6, I started getting throbbing in my chest. This literal boom, 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 boom. Pulse goes up, throbbing in my chest. It's like I didn't have a cold or a flu. I didn't have any type of virus. I had no infection or no temperature change. So what was it? It was the healing. And what happened after that? I've been spitting up green, not yellow, but green chunks of poison and toxins for the last 10 days, enough to fill up an entire cup. Came out of nowhere. It's just been coming up. Not eating anything. I haven't touched food. I certainly haven't touched dairy. I haven't touched anything except water, not even toothpaste. Just pure spring water. Now, why would my lungs be purging like that? We have to learn to let our body do its job. Our body will turn on itself if we get out of the way, and it will do its job in an unbelievable way. Another symptom I had was amazing, my liver. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there in the evening time, and I felt like I was passing a gallstone, And I was like, whoa, what is that? And it was boom, boom, boom. The pulsing was happening again. Came back to my cabin, laid down. About 3 hours later, it passed. All of a sudden, when I was urinating, orange, bright orange, smelled like metal. It smelled like drugs. It smelled like chemicals. It just smelled like absolute poison, toxins. Another symptom, I broke my right hand a couple of times, and my hand, not my left hand, my right hand started throbbing. Boom, 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 out of nowhere. It's fascinating. My father died of Parkinson's disease. Before I came here, I've been feeling a little something odd in my spine, base of my spine, my skull, bottom part of my skull, upper spine. The last 7 days, every single 2 or 3 hours, pulsing for like 2 hours, 3 hours, pulsing, all down my body, all down my spine and the back of my head. It's actually stronger pulse than my heartbeat. So, and I'll have my blood pressure tested, and sure enough, it goes up right when the body's doing the healing work that it's supposed to do. My sinuses, I clear my throat a lot. My throat has been discharging, unbelievable. Let's see, what else? Nervous system, muscles. I had a hernia from lifting too much at my ranch. Hernia, boom, pulsing, 3 days. Now the pain is gone. I can press as deep as I want, no pain at all. And it's just absolutely fascinating. So our bodies can heal. We just got to get away from the chips and the salsa and the beer and the pasta and the burgers and the fries and all the processed foods and the chemicals. We got to get that away from our diet, and our bodies will heal, especially if we learn how to fast the right way. I'll share a quote with you. Mahatma Gandhi said, "The light of the world will illuminate inside of you if you fast and purify your body." Now think about that. George Bernard Shaw said, "Every fool can fast, but only the wise men can break a fast properly." Think about that. Now, I've been telling people, you have to learn the proper way to fast. You have to learn the proper way to break a fast. I've seen people go to the hospital by not breaking a fast properly. I'm going to put a link above. I think it's Facebook is above, Instagram is below, whatever. I'm going to put a link to our Happy Healthy course. In this course, I teach one entire class, fasting, nothing but fasting. Everything you need to do, A to Z to fasting. Short fast, medium fast, long fast, long fast, all of them. They're fascinating. I tell you exactly how to break them, the right way to break them. I tell you exactly what they do and how they function in the body, and it's absolutely fascinating. And that's not all I teach in this Happy Healthy class. I also teach what diet we should all be on. I give you an exact example of several days of examples of what you should be eating. I even give how to order when you eat out at a restaurant. I cover exercises for the gut microbiome, exactly which ones to do. I cover supplementation, which supplements I recommend for everybody. If you've ever been to one of my seminars, you can take that information and you can times it by 1,000 and you can personalize it. And that's what you get. Personalize it for you. And that's what you get in this Happy Healthy course. This is the most important course that you could ever take in your life. And it'll save you a ton of pain. It'll save you a ton of sickness. It'll save you a ton of difficulty. And it'll save you a ton of money in the long run. So check the course out. It's going to sell out. We don't have a lot of seats left. And the link is above and below. So the last thing I'll cover is love. I want to send everybody as much love as possible and as much passion for your health and for your healing as possible from Costa Rica. Pura vida.